Thanks so much, Shaniqua. Love to hear about that work. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. We've heard today a lot about what's going on in this world and the context that we live in. Well, I'm here to talk about us, you and me, and what we are here for. That's right, I'm doing the ask. So my name is Sharon Chen. I'm a board member with WCV, and I'm a mom of 3, which makes me an unabashed environmentalist. My journey in environmental activism started in my 20s. Hey, now, do me a favor, don't start mentally calculating how long ago that was. Now, where's that thing to help me read my notes? All right. When I want to be fancy, I say that the first issue that pulled me into environmentalism is chemical policy reform. But in reality, that's, oh my God, do you know what crap they are putting in our stuff that is making us sick? I used to think it was just a matter of education. If people only knew, if the right people only knew. So I armed myself with information. Information like this. When we study the blood of pregnant women, we are unpleasantly surprised by what we find. Children spend their first 9 months in utero exposed to known toxic chemicals because their mothers carry a load of chemicals they are exposed to in normal, everyday life. Not might be toxic, mind you, but proven to be toxic. Seemed like something the government should address. But I noticed something following these issues over the years. That knowing the information didn't seem to be making a difference. No number of research papers and discussions really moved a lot. So I started paying attention to the politics. I know, right? Duh. But stay with me, I'm getting to a point. So politics. I watched our state, and at one point I learned that this one guy, maybe the same guy Senator Frock was talking about, leading the state Senate Energy, Environment, and Technology Committee was basically blocking progress. Even when bills had bipartisan support across all the Republicans and Democrats, a bill could be blocked by this one person. So I was pissed. But at the same time, I thought, it's just this one bad actor, right? This renegade, rogue guy in our legislature is a science denier, and so he's the problem. Listen, folks, I thought he was unique. I was wrong. I was profoundly wrong. Turns out this is the story of so many issues that we care about. He's not unique, and in reality, we have an entire system which grows these jokers like some kind of infestation. It's funny and it's not, right? What we have here is a system failure based on power concentrated in too few and wrapped around a culture of resource extraction. It shouldn't be lost on us that this was the original reason why Africans were brought here and indigenous communities had their land stolen from them. So when we are talking about climate change, it's the same paradigm. It's the same thinking, this idea that we can go any place and rape the earth. So we need to fix this system by growing power in our communities where it belongs. We've heard today about the great work that WCV does. I want to make a point here about its racial equity work. All of us want racial justice, right? But many of us have also been taught that when things are urgent and when we are in crisis, we have to focus on only one thing at a time, to the exclusion of other things in order to be effective. I think that's wrong. Understandably, we worry that taking on something like environmental justice rather than just climate change is feature creep and will make us do nothing well. We at WCV disagree. We have to fix this system. We together understand that our futures are linked with the future of all people. We work with the understanding that the same beliefs, practices, and systems that create and perpetuate interpersonal and institutional racism also create and perpetuate environmental destruction. Solving one cannot be done without solving the other. There is no environmental justice without racial justice and economic justice. Until we do this, we cannot fully achieve our mission. WCV knows it has to work on all of these priorities all together, strategically. Looking for wins that address these at the same time helps to avoid whack-a-mole dynamics and transforms a bunch of individuals, all of us, with unique perspectives and views into a movement. Whether we're white or black, rich or poor, indigenous or newcomer, we all want to leave future generations a healthy and beautiful state. But today, we use fuels that pollute the air in our kids' lungs and water in their cups. We are changing our climate, and with it, many things we depend upon for our future. When we act responsibly for our land, air, and water, we're truly all better off together, no matter what certain politicians and their dirty fuel lobbyists say to distract us from their failures. By joining together, from our farms to our suburbs to our cities, we demand clean energy that will ensure our well-being for generations to come. By picking leaders who believe in smart solutions for all, a clean energy future is ours for the taking. Which brings me back to WCV. WCV, with its skilled and passionate staff, is looking at this system every day and helping lead us all in this room towards a movement that will get us there. Now, most of us have come with a number in mind. So how about we stretch that number? Maybe we can stretch it by our monthly Netflix budget. Maybe we can stretch it by our coffee budget. Someone mentioned to me beer, but I don't want to go too far. Look, I don't know what is right for you, but I bet you can come up with something. Money raised this morning means something. Personally, to me, it means that I don't have to keep on top of what's happening in every corner of the state. Did I mention I have a lot of kids? I consider myself reasonably intelligent and energetic, but I don't have the capacity on my own to figure out in a given year that our hot spot is going to be Whatcom County or the outskirts of Vancouver, or that there are supremacists in SeaTac against biofuels. There's a lot. The existence of WCV's expertise is essential. So our goal today is to raise $95,000. Table captains, it's showtime. Please open the big envelopes that you see on your table and share with everyone the forms inside. We all have two options for giving today. One, the paper form in the envelopes, or we can text WCV Breakfast to 52886. That number is also on the orange tents on your table as well, if you're a visual and it's easier to read it that way. To help spur us along, some generous supporters want to encourage everyone in the room today to make a gift. Regardless of gift size, we'd really like to see 100% participation, because it's going to take all of us working together to fix this system. Today, our gift will be matched in 3 ways. Gifts of $1,000, matched. Monthly gifts of $125 or more, matched. And all new gifts, matched. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our Earth Angels in the room. Earth Angels are WCV's most generous financial supporters, giving $1,000 a year or more. I know there are more than 50 Earth Angels with us today. Would you please raise your hands? Thank you. Thank you for your commitment. $1,000 today lets you join this group and get matched. Monthly donors whose total for the year meets and exceeds 1,000 are also Earth Angels. Being an Earth Angel has perks such as invitations to special events. If you'd prefer spreading out your gift to monthly, $84 a month is the cutoff to become an Earth Angel. But if you're considering that, may I gently suggest stretching to $125 a month, as that is the level of monthly donations that will be matched today. The final matching level is for all of our first-time breakfast donors. If you've never given before, this is a great time to start. We know that there are more than 200 new donors in the room this morning. This is your chance to have your gift matched. Any size gift counts. Please make a gift that's meaningful to you. Thank you very much.